Hi there everybody and welcome to the second gameplay series for the Downfall mod of Slay the Spire. I'm Icon, we're going to play the Guardian this time. The Guardian is a boss most of you will know, and this series will again have the goal to introduce this guy to you, show you how to have some fun with him, explain the mechanics, and in general try our best to beat the game. We're going to go on our first Ascension level here because, why not? And let's get started. So, the Guardian has, just like the Slime Boss, his own mechanics, and we also start with an artifact that boosts this thing up, but I'm going to explain everything while we're fighting because I think that's way easier. So, obtain a random relic. I love random relics, and the Omamori, countering curses. I like that thing. I like that thing a lot. Okay, so we're going to path ourselves towards here, because I like to have those keys if possible, and we get to enhance our cards. Card enhancement is a thing which is unique to this character. So the Guardian has cards which come with a gem slot, and you can just slot these gems into these cards. As you see here, this Emerald card will give us temporary dexterity. This will basically bring you a +2 dexterity for the end of the turn. This card here will then, if I slot that into it, have this effect. But since Twin Slam is a offensive card, which copies itself, including the gems, I don't want to have a gem in it that boosts my defensive capabilities. Twin Slam eats up 2 points of my energy, and after that, most of the time, defense is not really that interesting anymore. What's very cool about those gems, you don't need to slot them. You can play them as regular cards. Here, you just can use them just like any other card. Pretty cool stuff. The other mechanic, which is pretty unique to the Guardian, is he has these stasis slots. You can put up any card up into the stasis slots until you have, given that you have a method of putting them into. Here, for example, Curl Up is a card which does exactly that. A random card of my hand will be put into the stasis, and once it's up there in stasis, it gains turn counters equal to its cost +1. So, example, if I would put that into stasis, it would be 2 turns up there, and once it's out of stasis, it gets back to your hand and costs 0 until it's played. You can use stasis for several things. Some cards even do something while they're in stasis. It's a lovely concept. And the third mechanic there is the mode shift, which is something you most likely will already understand when you've played the game before. I'll just pretend we didn't. So every 20 points of damage, I curl up into a ball, gain 20 block, gain thorns, and then I need to take 10 points of damage more until this effect occurs again. So 20, 30, 40, and 50. After 50, it's capped. We also have this brace effect. Whenever I play something with brace, I take virtual damage, which does only one thing. It decreases the mode shift counter. Sounds a little bit confusing at first, but we'll be getting through that in this run, and it'll be all quite easily understandable, don't you worry. So, let's do the defend card, and I'll curl up. I don't want to take unnecessary damage here, and you see now, the strike is up there, 1 turn away, and next turn I'll get it as a free card. Pretty spiffy system. Okay, let's block one more time, and let's spread some damage over these guys so we tickle out their blocks. And hopefully next turn I can win this. So, God. Yeah, it's easy. Enough damage there. And let's get this done. Fruit Juice. Max HP. Hell yeah. So, we get to select either a new gem or a new card. Gems are usually always 0 cost. I haven't found a gem that does cost energy yet, but that doesn't mean there's none. And let's see, gain temporary thorns or add a crystal ward to your hand. That's a free block. Or reroute. Reroute is an attack which places the next card I play into stasis. That's also a pretty fun thing. So I want to have the gem though. I like thorns, because thorns is really, really good at taking down multiple attackers. So here we can gain money for curses. I'll just take one curse because I don't want to spend the entire Omamori. And we have lose souls for max HP or offer something for a reward. Well, I bet they hate me now. They ignore me, but that's okay. I just removed one undesirable card out of my deck. Here's the trader one more time. Well, the trader is a combat, in case you didn't watch the last series, which we have to take several times. The damage on him will stick, and he'll flee after a couple of turns. So here we go. Let's armor up and have a little whack. And here we see the power of thorns already. Enjoying it a lot. Alright, let's go for some strikes. We can't even do another twin slam here. Now he's going to steal some of my money, and next turn he's going to run away. Yay, I only got defense there. Bye-bye, Mr. Trader. My deck sucks right now. So, Temporal Strike deals damage, and I gain energy if I have something in stasis. Or I place the top 2 cards of my draw pile into stasis, or another Tourmaline. I'm quite tempted to take that, but I'll take the Temporal Strike. I removed an attack out of my build, so it's time to take another one. So, Revenge Protocol. While in defensive mode, I gain Strength, and I gain Brace 5 at the beginning of the turn. I want to have that. I also felt quite tempted to take something out of there, but nah. Alright. So many gems. Let's buy ourselves these, the reroute, and I want the ruby as well. Okay. And let's see. I'm gonna go camping here. So let's enhance our cards. I like ruby on Twin Slam, or let's see. Or no, we're going to go for the Tourmaline. Double Thorns. Pretty crazy. Then the ruby will go into the reroute, and the emerald will go into the Temporal Strike. So these gems can't be removed out of your card. So once you've put them in there, you're stuck with them. So Revenge Protocol Plus, or let's see, Twin Slam only gets stronger. Curl Up gains more brace. Reroute also grows stronger. No, then we're going to go for Revenge Protocol. One of the most attractive parts about that spell is the fact that you gain brace per turn. So you're growing stronger and stronger. Alright, Revenge Protocol, Curl Up, and let's not do anything else. The Lagavulin gives you a couple of turns of preparation time, which is brilliant. So let's play Reroute, and let's use the skill here. So Reroute will put the Twin Slam up here after I've played it. That's the cool thing about it, and as you see here, it did even copy itself, just like you would expect it to. But now I will get a free copy of that. Another thing, all cards up here will lose 1 stasis counter per turn, so it's not only the first most or something, some shenanigans like that. So let's reroute with the defend this time, because I want to have 1 free defend available in the next turn, or the next couple of turns, whatever. And what's another cool thing here, I can now put the with this trick I was able to get the Twin Slam back when I want it back, which is really cool. So Temporal Strike gains energy because we have something in stasis. And let's get ourselves those fancy thorns. I got almost enough block, so let's curl up and do that twice. So 8 damage just by blocking. I dig that. And I really love this character. I really love how he works. It's such a fun way of playing the game. Once you wrap your head around it, there's lots of methods of playing it as well. So there's a lot of interaction with the different parts there. So I'm really curious to see where our journey will end this time. So, all right, he's going to slay himself there, easy. It's one of the easiest Lagavulin fights that I've ever seen. So every 4th room, question mark room, is a treasure room. Hell yeah. So, we get Construction Form. Wow. Okay, Construction Form is also pretty awesome. Or I'll go for Piercing Hide. Or the Tourmaline. More thorns! Well, but I can't say no to Construction Form. Construction Form gives you 2 buffer. That in itself is already crazy, because buffer just negates damage. Use up the stacks of that. But also, as long as I have buffer, I'll gain strength per turn. This is awesome. The only downside of this thing is it's an ethereal card, so if you don't play it the same turn you draw it, it goes poof. But once you have upgraded it, it will grow, what's it called again? It'll lose the ethereal trait, and therefore you can't go quite crazy with that. Doesn't reduce the cost though, sadly. Alright. Let's smack that dude. Amorous Tincture. Gain 4 block each time you play a card this turn. Fancy. So, Amber. Accelerate will remove 1 stasis counter out of all those cards up there. Guardian Whirl. We can deal damage to all enemies if my block is 20 or higher. Or Orb Walk. Gain strength. Or if it's up there, it'll, yeah, Tick is a new effect. So Tick is something which occurs whenever 1 stasis counter is removed. Volatile means if this card is in stasis and leaves stasis, it's being exhausted instead of returning to my hand. Here it's really important because it would be super powerful if I would be able to first put it into stasis, gain 3 strength, and then get to play it free, or put it up into stasis again. This would be an endless stat pump. It has to be volatile. Otherwise, it would be crazy overpowered. Now, I'll go for the Guardian Whirl. I'm already somewhat invested in block, so we could go for more of these shenanigans, eh? So, curl up, block. We'll suffer a bit, but that's okay. So far, I've taken almost no damage. That's pretty sick for Act 1, gotta say. So, let's go for Construction Form. Those buffer things are crazy good, and strength is also pretty nifty. Okay, so curl up, reduces the brace counters, and now I can do the Guardian Whirl. Neat, eh? So let's go for a reroute, so we get the extra strength out of the ruby. Because when you go for multiple hits, you always should try and aim for as much strength as possible. There we go. Bang, bang, bye-bye. Wonderful. Roll attack. Deal 16 damage. If in defensive mode, affects all enemies, otherwise brace 8. Neat. Place a card in your hand into stasis. Would accelerate get me anywhere? Well, no, we're going to take the suspension. Suspension is also a brilliant way of playing around stuff like the Construction Form. Because if you put it up into stasis, it doesn't go poof due to the ethereal trait. Nifty, hey. So let's reroute this guy, and let's say we'll block and put 1 block up there. Okay, I'm suffering a bit, but that's okay. 5 HP loss is not a real loss. So let's go for Construction Form. Since only one of them is attacking me this turn, this is really not a problem. I'm not even losing my buffer stacks completely. So let's go for Suspension and I'll just put up one of those strikes up there, mostly to pump up the temporal strike so I don't have to pay anything for it. I like these effects a lot. So, let's see. And I'll need... Oh, I'll need the double blocks, but one of them was cost-free. Neat. So I lost the buffer now, but who cares? I gain 1 strength, and I negated a lot of the damage that has been incoming. I already like it. So, reroute into Twin Slam. There we go. I feel like this deck is already pretty able to get itself... along there. So, fragment gem. Oh, that is a gem. Bit confused there. All the gems look so wholesome, you know. Amethyst. All enemies lose strength this turn versus piercing hide. Oh, that's such a hard decision. The amethyst is such a great gem. I'll take that. See, it's an uncommon gem. Piercing hide is a common card. We'll run across that more often than from here on. So, it's the Gremlin Knob. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. We'll put 1 defense up there for free use. The Amorous Tincture might be coming in handy here. No? So, Twin Slam. Pretty nifty in that regard. And, well... I'll tank up the first blow here. That's okay. One rule of thumb, the Gremlin Knob will always hurt like crazy. That's just what he does. I also realized that we're pretty under pressure because there's no resting side or anything ahead of us. So construction form gives me the buffer to just ignore that next swing, and I'll just leave him like that. This dude gains strength whenever I play a skill, so play as few skills as possible against him. Okay, so reroute, temporal strength gain. Let's go for the curl up, because that'll bring me block. Bam. And if I haven't calculated wrong, it's exactly the amount of block we need to block his entire swing, leaving me the buffer alive. So if I don't get enough block together this turn, I'll be able to just tank that for free. Good stuff. Okay. Looking good so far. So this one won't hurt me at all. And now I just hope that I'll be able to take this guy down. So, do I have any strength enhancers? No, I don't, but I don't think I need that either. Wonderful. Okay, that's been a good turn with the Gremlin Knob. Oh, the Maw Bag. Another construction form? I don't take that twice. No. Gain 4 temporary strength and dexterity. Gain 2 block for each gem in this card. I got a lot of gems, though. How many gems do I have right now? Only 1 amethyst available? Okay. So... Ancient Power sounds pretty nifty. Let's take that. I always like to take exhausting cards, because they don't do anything bad to your deck. At the end of the day, they'll just expire and don't hurt you too much. Okay, 1 point of damage. I can take that. Construction form available. Beautiful. Ah! Wrong order. I should have played Temporal Strike first. Damn. Silly old me. That was not necessary. So, we can go for the curl up, but first let me go for the Twin Slam. Before the curl up sets anything up there that I don't want to have there. There we go. That's been a nice multi-attack there. Still got the buffers. And, well, let's play the Amethyst. I need something in my stasis slots. So let's go for that one. Temporal Strike grown for turned to free card. And the curl up again. Okay, so far so good. 10 points of damage. I'm not afraid. There we go. And we got a really sick strength growth. So, oh, speaking about strength growth. Ancient power. Okay. Neat. Emergency. Accelerate until a card in stasis returns to your hand. Crystal Ray. Deals additional damage for each gem in all of my socketed cards. Let's go for another Temporal Strike. I love Temporal Strike because it's a attack that that pays for itself. I like these. Okay. Here we go. Revenge Protocol. Curl up. Free attack. Sadly losing the bonus of the construction form there. This is a suboptimal thing to happen, but it's just like that. Sometimes you can't change it. Alright. Let's go for that one. And now we got both of them up there. I'm taking a lot of damage though. Ouchie. Oh, I hope that boss fight will go well. It's the only thing I'm really worried about right now. We're only at half HP, but I got a lot of useful potions there. Gain block, brace, place a top from your discard pile into stasis. Okay. And another tourmaline. I'll take the Spiker Protocol though. Alright. Revenge Protocol, Spiker Protocol, and the defense after that. With all those protocols, you'll gain brace in a really, really quick amount of time. So here, that's sad, but I'll still play it, and you know, I won't take damage due to this. That's why I love Construction Protocol so much. It's either a card that just saves your skin by not costing you anything. No, sorry. Giving you 2 units of buffer by not taking up too many resources, or it's a constantly growing source of strength stacks, and what's not to like about that? So, these guys want to hurt me. Tragic. But I'm going to hurt them with my spikes. There we go. Spheric Shield. Gain block. Brace 20. That's a lot. Pre-program. I can put something on stasis. No, we're going to go for another Tourmaline. I see a Thorn build rising. Alright, Revenge Protocol. Let's suspend the Guardian Whirl because most likely that's not going to do anything for me. Take away the buffer from this guy, and he's just buffering yet again. Jeez. What an annoying dude. Alright. Let's at least take away that. More defense on this dude. Oh, whatever. So, 24 damage incoming, but we already got 20 defense. Wonderful. Now, I need some block somewhere. From somewhere. I don't want to get hurt here at all, so let's go for that. Resilient Plate. Reduce each of my debuffs. Here. Gain 1 thing there, and let's put the curl up in stasis. Why not? Okay. That's done, and I'd say Ancient Power and Guardian Whirl sounds like fun. That's a good amount of damage to start with. 7 points of thorns on me, so this guy's going to hurt himself quite well too. He's not playing any orbs. I consider myself quite lucky in that regard. So let's see, that's 18 points of damage incoming. I'll just play the Amorous Tincture here. This way, we're just creating ourselves some block. Nifty, hey. Another thing that you should pay in mind there, or keep in mind, is the cards that come out of your... Oh, I did it again, damn. The cards that come out of your stasis stay at 0 cost until played. So if you don't want to play them in that turn, you can just keep them for later use. They will come back into your hand with 0 cost. I like that. So, more thorns. Weakness. I like that. So we're right now at a whopping 19 thorns. Big in it. So sadly, I'm going to lose my my construction form buffer stacks, but I don't care. It's not that important actually. So we're going to take only 6 points of damage, and this thing will pop once it's evoked. Okay. So far, I feel like we're pretty well off against this guy. So, oh yeah, let's put Twin Slam into stasis. I like that card there. Sadly, I don't have anything to... Not enough block for the Guardian Whirl. Pity. Nah. I was a little bit tempted to go for the skill potion to try and get some block and go for that big swing, but it's my last potion. I don't want to get too greedy with those potions, because, you know, at the end of the day, I might need them. Alright. Curl up, mainly for the brace. But it looks like we're definitely going to win this without dying. I'm relieved. So, I don't have anything to get into my stasis slots, but it's not necessary. We're taking him down there this turn. Awesome! Now, what can we do? At the start of your turn, accelerate. Wow! Onyx. Reduce each of your debuffs by 1 or Spheric Shield. No questions asked. The Onyx is amazing. The Onyx can just strips off debuffs, and that's a very unique trait for the Guardian as well. So, Wonderbots. On pickup, lose 2 stasis slots. No, I hate it. So, well, let's go for the Black Star. That's I love to have an energy increasing thing at the beginning of my run. So now we'll have to go for as many elite fights as possible, hey? Damn. Alright, so free actions here. Let's break those keys. Especially the Dex and the Strength key, I like that. This one I'll just keep as a whole for now. So, let's see, I got 2 sockets available. All enemies lose strength. I'll put that on the suspension, because that's always a thing you might want to do. And the Onyx, no, we're not going to put the Onyx on that thing. Let's put the thorns on this thing. That's okay. So, what can we upgrade there? Construction form, definitely a candidate, because I hate the ethereal trait on that thing. So, gain more spikes. Ancient power would reduce my debuffs as well. As you see there, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Gems, by the way, can't be upgraded, but as you see there. So, this would turn into a card draw. But I think we're going to remove the ethereal trait there. This way I'm not pressured anymore to play it whenever I draw it, and that's a really, really good thing. Intimidate, steal 6 cards. What? So I would have to fight a gremlin knob. No, we're just going to play that realistically. Ancient Construct. Oh boy. At the start of your turn, if you have no artifact, gain artifact. This is such a brilliant thing. And the Armored Protocol. Nice. So I got a lot of protocols running on this dude. So we got now... This one gives you block when you're in defensive mode, and it's also giving you brace. I love these cards that give you brace, and somehow we have a bit of a bug there. And, well, we'll take down this last dude here, and then we're going to say goodbye for today, I'd say. So, okay. I'll go for this method here. As much as I find it sad that I'm not able to block this entirely, playing construction form at this point would have led only to one thing, and that's an immediate loss of these stacks. I don't know what I should have done with that. Rather take 4 points of damage and start whacking that dude. Here, Onyx does even remove the Hex from this guy, and that's the insane power behind that. You can remove effects that usually don't expire at all. And that's what I love about this. This is a very, very unique trait about this character. And now, in combination with Artifact, it's going to be pretty hard for our enemies to actually get any debuffs on me for a longer period of time. I love that. And now we got a permanent thorns on us, or no, we don't. Only in the curl up mode, but that doesn't matter. So here we go. Don't even need to play that defend. Like I said, if you have stasis up a card, you are not bound to play it. So curl up. So we get the free energy here. And there we go. So we'll lose one buffer stack, but who the hell cares? And that's a pretty spiffy way of dealing with things, in my humble opinion. I really like how this works. So let's finish it with a big blast. And this is the end of the first episode. I hope you guys like it. This time I'll keep every episode around 30 minutes-ish, and I'll just skip out if it would take longer. The last series I didn't like the last episode. I hope you guys agree with that one. So let's see. Place a sentry wave into stasis. Apply 1 week. Place a sentry stasis. What? I want that. Definitely. Alright, my friends. So we're going to continue next episode. I hope you will tune in there again. So leave me your comments down below. Leave me a thumbs up, or just subscribe if you haven't done so already. There's daily content on my channel and also hundreds of other videos to choose from. So I'd love to see you guys there. Have a good one and see you soon. Bye-bye.